Hey guys, it's me, Sharice with Party Tour Crafts, and I'm here today with my very first YouTube video to show you how to make these super cute Valentine's Day Exchange Cards. These are very close to the viral jumbo cards that are going around, but in a mini version. So let's get started on how to make these. I started out with some designs in Canva that I created, and these are available on my Etsy shop. Okay, so I have photo paper that I'm using to make my cards. You can use photo paper or sticker paper. I will have my favorites listed below. Okay, let's talk about the supplies we need. Obviously, we need some candies to fill these little boxes. I found these cute little rings at Michael's, and these are the boxes that I use. I found these on Amazon. I'll have that linked below. And they come like this. You just peel away the film. And I'll show you guys how to fold these in a little bit later. Next, I have some chipboard that I also found on Amazon that we will be using. Next up, I'm going to be using this Beacon 3-in-1 glue. It's just going to be an easier process than using like hot glue or anything else, but have that same effect. And you don't want to melt this whenever you glue it on there. So when you use hot glue, it could melt it. So just keep that in mind. All right, next up, I'm going to be using my brayer. It's not necessary, but it will help when smoothing out your pieces. So I have that. Up next, I have my trimmer. It's not necessary to have this big of one. You can use some of the smaller ones from Cricut or the smaller one from Fisker or any other brand. I'm just using this one because I think that it will be easier whenever I get ready to cut my chipboard. The chipboard is a little bit thicker, so you're also going to want to keep that in mind. You can use scissors if you want. You'll just have to hand cut it. All right, so let's get started making these super cute cards. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Beacon 3-in-1 glue and I'm going to glue this entire sheet onto this chipboard. That will cut down on some of the cuts that I'll have to make with my paper trimmer. Okay, so now we're going to get our glue, but we don't have to glue along these edges because the paper does not meet the edges. We just need to glue here in the middle. Okay, I sped this process up, but it's just me here gluing the back so that I can lay it flat onto the other side. So we're going to turn it over and lay it flat. We do not have to worry about this lining up perfectly because once again, it doesn't meet the edges. We just need it to be, as close as possible, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to turn it over and use my hand to kind of spread it out. And if you have your brayer, you can also use your brayer at this time. Just make sure that it's laid super flat with no bubbles. Okay, so next up, we need our paper trimmer. So here's where we're going to use this paper trimmer to get as close to the edge as possible and trim out those extra white areas that we don't need. And this once again does not have to be perfect, but you do want to get as close to the edge as possible. All right, so I skipped a little bit there and I'm speeding this up, but we are done cutting these out and we'll have 2 cards ready on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And we're gonna go ahead and get our little boxes. I got mine from Amazon and I believe they came in a box of 100, and you can just search up soap box, candy box, and they'll come up. These are roughly like 3¼ inch, and then I don't remember, I think like 1.5 inch deep. But they have different sizes. You're just gonna want to make sure when you edit your print that you make it appropriate size for your box. I will have the link listed below for these boxes. So you want to make sure all of your pieces are creased. Okay, so we have our box here. First thing we are going to do is let's make our lid. And they just kind of fold inside and they hook on to there. So that's the lid part. Next, we're gonna make the actual box. From the outside, put your thing inward and hook. Same thing on this side. Put it through the slot, hook it on. Okay, now we have our little box. Our candies can go inside and it will close up like so. There you go. And then just open it back up. Okay, so what I did here was rearrange my candies to what I thought looked best, where you could see the most of what was inside. And then I just closed it up using that little half circle. And we'll get ready to get our 3-in-1 beacon glue. Remember, this will be a better option than hot glue. You can use hot glue, but be mindful, use it on low temp because it could melt your box. This will not melt your box and will be a good option. And then we want to line it up. Those little boxes that I left are different colors so that it can line up with these size box that I have here. You could use a different box, like I said. You just have to change the measurement of that box in Canva. And there you have it, the mini version of the Jumbo Viral Card. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I will be coming back with many more. See you later. Until next time.